It was a playoff game. I went up for a layup and then I fell to the ground. Usually nothing really hurts me, but I fell to the ground and was holding my knee, so I knew it was definitely something severe.
No matter how much pain she's in, she typically does not cry. So just those tears told me that something was going on.
I tried walking and it didn't feel that great after getting carried to the trainer's room.
She told me that she heard a pop. I figured that that was not good.
I was definitely in shock, definitely crying, and my mom was crying too.
It was a classic tear pattern, the ACL tear. With Grace, she knew something was wrong, but it's always a shock to hear it, and that's the hardest part. For an athlete of her caliber, really surgery is the only option, especially if they're driven to go back like Grace was. Part of it is then just getting over the initial shock of it.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
But then we have to kind of set a plan and get you ready for the next step, which is focus on rehab before surgery, surgery, and rehab afterwards.
Dr. Hulstyn is a very warm person and was relatable for my daughter. There was positivity. This is just something that happens and she's going to get back to where she needs to be.
I knew that to get better, to get back to my goal at the end of the year, was to get the surgery and go to physical therapy. It definitely takes a mental toll on people, but I was totally committed. I knew that I just had to work through it and that I had to just keep myself distracted so I wouldn't get depressed or anything.
That's a huge part of recovery from injury, is having a support system. When you're an athlete, especially in high school, your whole social life is part of a team. It's all about what happened at practice, what happened at the game. So when a player's injured, they get taken out of that environment. They're injured, they're mad, they're depressed about their injury, but then they're also socially isolated, and that can be a terrible thing. So it's so common that the athletes then form a new team, which is a rehab team.
My physical therapy team was amazing. They were the best. Always had jokes to make with them. It was like social hour going to physical therapy.
On top of, you can't do that without your family. How do you get back and forth to therapy? Who's there to make sure you're eating, make sure you're doing your exercises? Grace is unique that she was really driven to do that on her own, but you need to have someone behind you to help kind of on the day that you don't want to do it.
It was definitely important to have my family around. They did everything for me when I needed it, even my little brother.
I knew that she was a good basketball player. First of all, I know the LaSalle program's good, and to be a starter at LaSalle, you have to be a top player. When she was cleared to go back, she went back. I knew that she was going to go back and start, but then whenever I read the article, I didn't quite realize kind of what level that she was.
I scored my 1,000 points. I didn't really think about the injury at all.
To see her back on the court and achieve that 1,000-point mark is huge.
Hometown hero. I was nominated for Gatorade Player of the Year and an All-State.
She definitely amazes me and knew that she was going to come back, but an even bigger, stronger, better.
And it takes mental toughness to do that. You have to be dedicated, you have to have a drive. We try to do that in the office, always focusing on positive things, addressing negative, but then making sure the therapists are doing the same thing and the trainers. And Grace was always looking for that next, what do I do next? When it comes time to go back to be cleared to play, is if you've been working all along, it's easy to make that step.
My advice would be to work hard, go to a trainer, and physical therapy. Don't skip the physical therapy because physical therapy is what will get you back to coming back sooner.
It makes me warm inside to know that we could get her back, mainly for her. I really enjoy that part of it. As hard as it was to go through it, so many other things came with it, and realizing that she could overcome something like that, it's a great thing. Yeah.
I'm so thankful for them and for everything they've done. They definitely motivated me to get back and pushed me to where I needed to be.